Hey, welcome to Tuesday's Tips and Tales with Cece Live and Pamela Be Dazzled. Chestnut, how are you tonight? We look shiny.
We're a little shiny.
I know, I don't understand why
Shiny's
none of our
better than
people are
dried
coming
apple.
out.
Shiny's good.
So I keep trying to talk to Facebook about it. Usually our people come up there and they people who sign in. We are so shiny.
That's what I said.
Should we get in closer?
It doesn't
so
help.
shiny. It's never been this shiny. Turn that one that way. Yeah. All right, we don't know what we're doing.
Oh. Wait.
All right,
It goes like from the crypt.
all right, listen. We have our home studio here, and I have someone really special here. I don't remember being all right. So tonight we're going to be bedazzled by Bedazzled. P-dazzle, she said. So tonight we're going to talk about some really funny things because we have a history. We have a phenomenal history here.
We do.
Do you want to talk about that?
I do.
All right.
I want to divulge. Yes.
All right, divulge. So we met when we were both married.
Yes. So
Now we're not.
here, and I lived over there, and we were out one night. I was with my ex-husband, and she was with her ex-husband, and we met at this local bar we both walked to, and we were like, oh, she's cute, and she's nice, and she's fun.
So cute.
We're like, oh my God, to ourselves, we're like, why is she with him?
Why is she with him?
So,
We really didn't think that though then. I think we were totally still in love with each other.
whatever. So anyway, we went about our lives. A couple months later, I got separated from my husband of 25 years. Suddenly, wasn't like I knew it was going to
Are we
happen.
going to go into this?
No, we're not going to go into it. We're just going to say it was sudden. It wasn't like
sudden.
I wasn't
It was
thinking
no,
about it.
No.
So, and I would come back to my neighborhood because I would take my dog for a walk, and I would walk by Jackie's house, and I would look at her house and say, oh, I should go say hi, She's
2
so
years
cute.
later, by the way.
Yeah.
Haven't heard hide nor hair.
Because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to go through the saga of my sitch and how I was disrespected and all this shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway. So I was on Facebook and I said, "What's up with that Pam? That Pam is
She said, "Where are
New
you?"
York City."
Why do you live in New York? I'm like, oh my God, Jackie, I live in New York.
I know.
I go, I'm getting separate. I'm separated. I'm getting divorced.
Oh God, come on, we can't talk about this.
It's so wrong.
All right, so wrong.
And so she's like, oh my God, so am I. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah. So her marriage imploded a month before
We're
mine.
talking way too much.
All right, but
Just
so
saying.
we hooked up
We all imploded.
at the same time.
We imploded.
We had no
at the same
idea.
time. She went to New York City. I stayed here. Right?
And then we met
So,
up.
I met her and I was like, who's that cute little piece of ass? Right? And she was with some other big piece of ass. And we were really good friends. I didn't mean that, meanly. Anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about how it is to be out on the dating scene. Dating apps. We're older women. We're not these young millennials, hanging out. We're just shiny right now. We're just really shiny. But we're going to talk about. I am blessed to have met her because when I went on Facebook 8 months ago, I said, "Oh my God, that is Pam." Dazzled. And so I went up and I saw her and connected, and we obviously went into this exact same routine of being at an older age, not old. Older age of being single and available, right?
Yeah. Right?
All right, so here's the
We're
deal.
out there.
I have to preface, we have to keep saying, because my feed does not, there's something going on with my feed with Facebook, because I don't get to see anybody who's writing in. And as you know from the last show or two, can you bring that up?
Sure.
Ooh, who's that?
I don't know.
So in the last show or two, I totally said to everybody, we cannot get the feed anymore. So Pamela Dazzle is going to bring that up. So tonight we're going to talk about, because it's late night, we had like an event tonight, which was absolutely spectacular, by the way.
Yeah, we did.
Was very.
So should I go in here? Where am I going?
Yeah, you got to go into Beaver Tails,
Oh.
the Beaver Tail, and then look at the video. So we went to this amazing event tonight at the Porsche dealership. I'm doing a little business with them in relation to. Oh, there we are. We're so stinking cute. Look, show them. Look, there we are. We're online.
That's us.
So, anyways, we had a great event tonight, and Pamela is an aspiring actress in New York City, which is absolutely fantastic. And who's writing in there? Who is that?
Stephen Johnson.
Hey! You don't say the last
My friend
name.
Stephen.
You don't say the last name.
My friend Stephen.
Anyway, so we're going to talk tonight about like dating, like what makes a man tick, what makes him, commit, what makes him like desirable to us, what makes him not desirable, and all those crazy freaking apps out there. And like, so Corey and I have talked about the apps before, and I think it's like pretty interesting that we're going to have a ladies' perspective on it tonight. And we're first going to talk about dudes. If you want to like really up your app profile, we're going to tell you what to do and what not to do.
We're going to help you out.
We're going to help you out.
Yeah.
Okay? Right?
Yeah, it's
Should I
bad.
show them pictures of like those,
We have.
like-
Yeah, we got pictures.
Oh, we have pictures. So first of all, what do you think is the first thing that they should do in their profile as far as describing what they need to do to attract a woman? Now, first
So,
of all, we have to
in
talk
the
about, do
pictures
they
of-
want to just attract a guy to get sex? Or do they want
Wait, a girl? You mean a girl? You said
to... I meant a guy.
We ain't going there.
No, we're not
We
going
don't
there.
know about that.
We don't know about that.
No.
But what is going to attract a man?
A woman.
Yeah, that. But what is going to attract a woman to a man?
Okay.
In the simple, like, you're in there, and I know, you're in there, and you're looking at their profile, and you're saying, are you kidding me? Right?
Okay.
How about when it's just like one word?
Really? No.
No,
Left.
I've seen it like, HMMMM. I'm like,
Well, I always think
What is
like they
that?
must think they're awesome because they have nothing to say, no
They have
descriptions. So
nothing
they think like their pictures are gonna, and immediately I'm like, narcissist, boom, done. What I'm gonna say is, okay, you have to have nice words. You cannot like have, likes, fishing, like drinking, pool, like really? Okay, no. You need to write something like, hey.
why do
you know,
they do likes? Why don't they just say, hey, I want a
Well,
long-term
how about when they
relationship?
say I'm this or I'm Jewish and you need to be so too? I'm like,
How about
I
if
ain't
you're
gonna be none
a
of that.
Trump supporter, swipe left, which means you're out.
I hate all that.
So-
yeah, no, really.
No, like
what
you-
kind of a person is gonna not hang out with people that don't have the same political beliefs as them? To me, that's like a closed-minded person you don't want to be around.
Right.
Because you want to have diversity,
Yeah.
right? You want to be able to have your beliefs and they have theirs, and you can both be happy. Initially, you say that, you're done. Okay, and the pictures. All right, here. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna give you this. Ready? Stop. Okay. If you have a selfie with a toilet in the background, dead in the water. I don't want to see it.
How about a hotel room?
Ugh.
You know if they're taking a
Okay.
selfie in a hotel room that they are like bad. They're married, right?
Yeah.
Why don't
probably.
they take a
Probably.
selfie?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right. How about when
Just
they
saying.
take a picture and in the background they're in a store that sells suits, and they have a suit on, and they're at Joseph A. Banks.
You know they really don't wear a suit, and they have a suit on.
Okay. Own the suit. Okay.
Own the suit.
Don't be trying it
Buy
on
that suit.
and taking pictures in the dressing room. I know what you're doing. I don't like it.
How about the guys with the fish? They're holding up the big fish. I like the dog pictures. I like when I'm definitely attracted
Yeah.
to the guys with like
Yeah.
the woofs.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then they wear costumes.
the
All right.
furries.
I'm
Is
gonna.
that- is
I'm
that-
definitely. You should see who's signing in here. So
Guys suck.
the guys, yeah,
Stupid.
no,
All right. No.
they do,
Oh.
but not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So anyway, so the funny thing is that when you're online and you're looking at these pictures and you're wondering, are you freaking kidding me? Like, there are guys that, first of all, they're in a picture with another woman. Why are they doing that? Why are they in a picture?
Boom.
First of all, guys, whether you're in the picture with like the guy, like your sister, brother, whoever, all we think about is, oh, they have another woman, right?
Well, and group pictures are confusing. If there's 15 people in the picture, you really think we're going to take the time to figure out which one you are?
Yeah.
Don't care. Okay? Pictures are destination, like you in the Caribbean, or like you doing something fun, like
And I've seen those.
Riding
I've seen those
bike.
great pictures.
or working out. But none of these gym pictures like this, like you're.
Oh my God, they're all in the gym doing.
All I think
Right?
of is BO.
No, I don't
You're
think
stinking.
that. I think it's great that they're in the gym.
No, I don't want to see
I
the
don't wanna
pictures.
see them. I don't want to see them without their shirt.
I
like
want to
their
see the
clothes
end
on.
result, but I know how you get there. I don't
Right,
wanna
you're
see
right.
that.
Like, gym pictures are unnecessary.
No.
I think it should be just like a really nice profile picture, and it's all about what they write. Don't you agree? Like, I love the
The
guys
words.
that are like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I'm looking for like someone to be friends with, to get to know. I know it sounds like you guys are going, whatever. But the pictures, like, I like to cook, I like to travel, I like to ride bikes, I like to golf, and
Yeah.
then they show golf pictures. I love that. I
like that.
I like the sports thing.
I'm not against
right?
that.
So what kind of profile would you like to see?
I would like to see a guy that obviously likes,
Women, women.
women, dresses nice, has a nice smile. Teeth are so
Oh, the choppas.
the chapas.
But how are you gonna know if they dress nice? Like, I don't mind a guy in like a really cool Lucky Brand T-shirt and some really cool, like shorts and cool shoes. Like,
Well, but
I know, but you're not gonna tell from like the
But
profile,
if he's like
right?
if he's wearing Wranglers and like
I don't know. Wranglers are in, dude. Do that.
really?
Yeah.
I'm so behind the times because I
But
don't like
Lucky
Wranglers.
Brand and Seven. What is it? All for mankind, or something.
yeah, whatever.
No, I'm with you. Like really good jeans.
Or just a nice fitted shirt. Like what I don't like is these older men, like in their 50s, with these billowy clothes. Like they wear everything so
Oh, no.
bulky and big. Like
That's because they don't know, right?
they don't know.
They don't
no
know.
one tells
They've
them.
like lost their
And
way.
they're wrinkled,
yeah,
and a lot of
it's not
times the man jewelry is out
Oh.
of hand.
good. Seriously, guys.
Yeah.
I know if you're wearing that big old dog gold chain around your neck, then you know what? You're going for a different type of woman, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But they don't know. They're
Go get your girl.
Go-
She might like that metal
all
on
I'm
her
saying is,
man.
if you got some of that around your neck, there ain't. No, we're not going.
I don't like man
Yeah,
jewelry.
I don't
Jewelry is for women.
Man-jewelry?
Man jewelry.
Oh, man jewelry.
Man.
I don't like man jewelry either.
Man jewelry is not good. It's
Especially
it's
when they
wrong
have
for me.
man jewelry on. Oh, I just gave him the middle. Sorry, man jewelry on like the wedding ring
Accidental,
finger.
please.
Accidental. Sorry,
Mm.
sorry.
Edit.
Yeah, but really, so sometimes I see the picture with the man jewelry on the wedding finger, and I'm like, why would you post a picture with the wedding ring on your finger?
Yeah.
That means that they want to like hook
Well,
up.
a lot of them say like I'm in an open relationship.
Oh God, who's
I'm
that?
looking to
Really?
play and
I've
all
never
this.
seen
I'm
that.
like swipe and block. Oh my god.
Totally swiping left.
Blockade. Who wants that? Why are you gonna buy into that? Why would you ever
I
want
don't
to
know. I wish we could see our comments. Anybody in there? I have to talk to Facebook. They're actually like this is getting extremely
Hold on.
totally
I'm
taking
looking. I'm
Cece's
looking.
cat away. So when we look at these, I've done some research on some several different dating websites. Not because I'm on there, only for research, right?
Why
No,
would
really.
anyone be on there?
Really. So, what we're trying to say here is that men, if you're going to post, I've never seen women profiles because we're not looking for women, right?
No, but I hear there's a lot of squishing of the girls and pushing up and the fishy face.
So I had a friend who was on the websites, right? Or the dating websites. And these women, I'm like, show me what you got going on. And literally, these women are turning around and they have literally just a thong on with the ocean in the back. I know you guys are loving this. It's okay. It's all right. I get it. But they're totally going, twerking in the background with
Dear
their
Lord.
with their back door up in the air. But so men our age love that. That's what they want. And that's
Okay.
okay.
I
Whatever.
hope, you
That's
know
what
what,
they
and
go.
I hope that's what they get. Because, really? That's who you want? All right. All right.
Yeah,
Have that.
Different
Have,
things.
have some of that, and then go to the ER and get your IV, because you're going to need it.
Different likes for different types. So let's talk about like, so on the app scene, you know, like why do men want to commit? Why do they want to
Why
commit?
don't, or do?
No, why do they?
Why do they want
Such
to
a
commit?
different spin on things.
Yes, because like I
Because I usually
say the
talk
opposite.
about why don't they, but why do they want to
Okay,
commit?
here's what I think, and it's not
Okay.
a positive thing. I think a lot of men cannot be alone. They need a woman like a whoopee. They do. They can't be alone.
I agree.
They need the
Yep.
physical interaction and whatever, you know, they get. They cannot be in a relationship with themselves.
No, I agree.
And I think
Totally.
the strength of women is that we can. We can be alone and we can embrace it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, is that
You need
me?
to shut that
Is
down.
that me talking?
All right.
Oh.
How can we do this? How can we shut that down? So, no, I totally agree. But there are men out there that definitely want to commit, and this is why this is why they want to commit. They want to commit. They don't like to be challenged, and I get that. I mean, it's a whole caveman thing.
But
you
I
know.
think a lot of men do like to be challenged.
No, what they
See,
like,
you gotta
what they
think.
like is a woman who has her own gig. A woman who is like, I have my life, I have my job, I have my interests, I have my social gatherings, sports, whatever. The more you have going on as ladies, the men are loving it. They're loving it. They want to know that you have something going on besides like, honey, what are you doing?
That makes
You know,
sense.
they cannot stand that. Now, let me preface this by saying that a lot of men do go for the damsel in distress, but that only lasts for so long. And then by that time, they get the ring on their finger, and then they're like, oh my God, what did I do? But the men are totally turned on now. This is like a whole different age than when we were younger, and not that we're old. When we were younger and dating, because men love the fact that women have something going on. Totally.
Well, I think it gives them a relief because
Yeah,
they feel like
yeah.
they have
Yeah.
to provide, and they have to be in this
Yeah.
role. And maybe in their 50s they're done with it. They're tired and they just want to like cruise.
But these are like 40s, late 30s, 40s age guys who are like, they totally are turned on by a woman who has their act together, or at least trying to get your act together to create something of yourself. It's sexy to them. It like turns them on. They want to be with them. And what they don't like is a woman saying, oh, you should do this and you should do that. And I think you should take this
No
exit.
nagging.
Telling the guy what to do. And I don't blame you dudes. Like, right? Someone like in your ear all the time, you need to do this.
I don't
you
like
need to
those
do
type
it,
of
right?
people. I'm not into
No,
the
but
type
there are
A.
a lot of women out there that like kind of impress upon the men to
Yeah.
to do that, like to change them. So let him chase you. Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Don't like say, oh, I'll call you later, or like, oh, can we go out tonight?
I think
Right?
that's a
Do
good
you know what
idea.
I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean,
when you're, the women are very, like, once women find a guy, especially when they're in that whole, like, single divorce mode, or just even young single girls, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's so cute, I
Yeah.
want to be with him.
they build
And
their
they're
world
like this.
around this person. Yeah, I know.
And they're like, so anyways, don't do that.
That felt nice.
I know.
I like that.
I know. I like that. So listen, ladies, let that guy chase you. So, we're going to talk about what needs to be done to get it done, right? Let him chase you, because guys love to be chased. The more you ignore them, like I've heard this for at least a century. The more you ignore them, the more like you just say, whatever, I'm busy, the more they're going to want you. And men, you want them. You're like, if it's like in your lap and you're getting like, I can get her anytime I want.
Yeah.
It's going to be like this. Gone.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
No,
so.
it's so true. It's so true. Don't you think?
I think that's true.
I mean, do you have
It's
any
the cow and the
stories
milk
where
thing.
like you've dated someone and you were like, oh,
You know, I haven't been out there long enough to experience
like
that sort of
younger
thing.
days. Younger days.
No, because I'm like very inexperienced personally, but I can tell you that the person I was with for
that's
many
right.
years,
You met your husband,
I was
ex-husband,
20, yeah, and I was with him for 30 years, married for 25. But you know, I think he liked the challenge, and I think, you know, for him, I don't know, I was not super like easy to get. I kept him at bay, and I did all the right things, right?
Well, you were old-fashioned.
Yeah, I was.
So, and we
Traditional.
are. I love traditional.
We never lived
Where's
together.
tradition
We
anymore?
both got married. He lived with his parents, I lived with mine, and we got married. We had never even lived together. So it was like, that happened.
Well, that was like,
That happened in 1991.
listen, all you millennials out there that are listening, this is like old school. And
Yeah.
I believe in that whole concept as well. I think
And
that-
it worked.
I think-
It totally worked because we were in love. You know, there was no doubt about that. We had a great union, you know, and the way it ended wasn't the way I thought it would ever end. So, you know,
Right.
I can't say that. Like, I never expected it.
But you're so good now.
Oh,
She's in a great place. Trust me.
yeah.
Fab A. So,
Fab A.
you know, do not chase your man. Let him chase you. Let
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
let him work for it.
You know what? Make
Right?
him look back. That's the thing. Make him look back. Because he's going to, guys just want to go like this, like straight.
They want to
If
go
you
in.
make him stop and look back, you got him. That's what I got to say.
Well, yeah, and I think, and we're not talking about like, you know, creating like a fake scene here. We're talking about be true to yourself, and you don't have to sleep with the guy to get him to love you. And every woman, I know so many women are like, oh my God, if I don't sleep with him, he's never going to go out with me. Well then,
Hell no.
screw that. Listen,
That's like the biggest
Wait.
mistake you can make.
Absolutely.
With the right guy. There's
Right.
a million wrong guys that maybe you can do that with. Huh? All right, and forget about them. The
Yeah.
right guy, don't do that with him. Because you're never going to get him. You're never going to land him.
well, I think the point is like, first of all, buy stock in Trojan or whatever, condoms, like keep them everywhere. I think that you have to really figure out who you want to be with and not just sleep with everybody. And if you do, then
Oh my
that's your
God.
choice.
And I'm so old
That's your
school, like
choice.
when you say that, I'm like,
I know.
people do that?
Well,
They sleep with everyone?
We're just old, so, you know. But they do, like these young kids are, you know, they don't date anymore. They just like, all right, we're going to like hang out.
I know. And I
And
have
hanging
two sons. I'm telling you.
You have two young
I have two sons,
Yeah.
and I am
teenage sons.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no, young
Ex-
adult sons.
I have
sons.
a 24-year-old, soon to be 25, and 21-year-old, and I'm exposed to their friends, and like I hear the talk and the culture, and I'm like, wow, it's so different
So
than when we were
different.
out there. I don't know. I'm
Like,
sure
no
people
one
were doing that
really-
back then, but that wasn't where I was.
But
I've
no
never
one
been there.
really like courts. I love to be courted.
I
Don't you love to be
know,
courted?
yes.
Old school.
I'm
And
waiting.
there's-
Where
we're-
are
we're
ya?
waiting. Where are you?
Where
are
are
you?
yas?
We
We're
just want to
waiting.
know. We don't know.
We're looking.
We're looking and ain't cooking.
We ain't cooking. I'm done with that. I ain't cook no more.
So, you know, this is how guys want to commit. So they don't want to be chased. They want you to have like your own gig. I'm going to put it in like layman's terms.
I
Okay?
think so.
Yeah, they totally do. Trust is huge with guys. So like you may think, oh, you know, I'm going to play hard to get. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going out with my friends. Oh, I might be going out with so-and-so. You are not going to land a guy if you pretend like you're out with like 10 other guys. You have to like get him to trust you.
Well,
And cover, especially at our age, because, all right, so how many guys like are out there that are divorced and their wives have cheated on them?
there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And they are scorned. And they
Yeah.
are like never going to get over it. Like you think they're never going to get over it, but they are. They're totally. So what they do is, and I don't blame them, like there's a reason why people cheat, whether it's men or women. And whatever that reason is, and it happens, you have to deal with it. So if you meet a guy who has been cheated on by his wife, good luck. No, I'm kidding. No, you have to like, there has to be a trust factor. You have to like get them, if you really, really like him, You have to
It's so
develop
hard,
a
though.
trust.
It's so hard to
I
repair
know.
that break, because I
I
know
know.
I have that. I have that situation, and
I know, she does.
I do. And you know what?
Her
I
guy
just
cheated
walk.
on him.
Yeah, and it's like,
So it's hard for you, right?
it's hard. It's hard for me to trust anyone, and it's hard for me to be vulnerable and let myself be out there, because I feel like I can't trust anyone, because, you know, when you're with someone for 30 years, you don't expect that they're going to turn on you like that, but they do.
And
it
secretly,
happens.
like, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
secretly, so.
and like, you're just like, how do you ever get over that? But I don't know. I'm getting there. Believe me, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Well,
every
it
day.
takes time to get there.
And you know what? Who
It
cares
does.
how long it takes? I'm having fun along the way, and I'm not lying. I'm not in a relationship right now because I'm not ready for it, but I'm having fun. I go out, I do my thing, but I'm honest. Like I say, like, you know what? There's a little wall. Gotta deal with the wall. You know,
Big wall.
it ain't Trump's wall. It's Pam's wall. Be Dazzled's wall.
Be Dazzled. By the way, her stage name is Dazzle. Be Dazzled.
It sounds like a stripper name, but it's not.
Well, we could do that.
It was given to me by my children.
Right.
Thank you.
Which is so cute. But, you know, going back to like the whole dating and, you know, man thing, and we're getting deep here, but.
We are.
No,
It
we are.
is
So
deep.
how many people so all of you out there, and we can't read your feed, and I don't know, I've talked to Facebook so many times. Here's
Damn,
the
Facebook.
situation.
Oh,
There's so
there you
many
go.
people representing themselves on these dating apps.
I think my mom's on there.
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
Hey. There's so many people on these dating apps that are projecting that they're single and that they're
They lie.
available, and they're freaking liars.
Oh, they lie.
They're liars, and for all of you guys and girls that are out there projecting that, you know, you just want a little tookie on the side. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop doing it, because there are women out there that
Especially
like us.
people like us. We are gonna wreck your world. Okay? You think you're gonna pull that
Are we?
off? If that happened to me and I hooked up with
Well,
some guy and found that he
I
was
would
married,
wreck them. I would just
he
walk
would
away.
regret the day he was born. Okay?
Well,
I've been there, done it. I've had that.
But you find out relatively quickly, and then you just walk away.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you need
Anyways.
to wreck their world because they need to stop.
So if they do that, and let's just say you don't know.
That happened to me once, and I did walk away.
Yeah, I think that, you know, there are people out there that aren't happy in their marriages, and I get it. But that doesn't mean you should, like, fool around. And
No.
we're not preaching to the choir.
There's a
Like,
pretty
we're not-
easy answer. Be honest.
I say
Talk about it.
But a lot of people stay in it for the kids. We know
But
someone
is it-
very
But
very
is it full
cool.
disclosure that
Yeah,
says
you gotta
staying
be
it for the
full-
kids, or
Absolutely.
is it lies?
How about
and-
just wait till they're like out of it, like their divorce is over? You know, like, going back to why men want to be committed, and like we could beat a dead horse about this whole cheating thing because it's all over the internet. It's ridiculous.
I think it's at a whole new level because it's so
It's-
much
it
easier.
totally is.
I think men
Well,
can just
everybody.
you
And
know,
women.
men and women. Hey, for every man, there's a woman cheating.
Yeah.
And you know, in my
Totally.
experience, yes, there was married people involved. You know what? It's like it's so easy though because you can sit on your couch on your easy chair and you can click and you can have a date
Swipe
show
left,
up.
swipe right.
Swipe left, swipe right. Tinder, you know? You
Oh,
don't even have to
Tinder
get
is
up off your
bad.
fat ass, right?
How about the porn on like Twitter?
I don't know about that.
Holy shit.
Girl, I
No,
don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to
I'm
know.
on Twitter. You guys have seen my tweets, and I sit there, and all of a sudden, I get these people like you, and I'm going, "Oh my god, she has like really nice ass cheeks," and like it's crazy, ridiculous because I'm like, "Ooh, I would love those." Boobs.
And I think, like,
I mean, it's
I do think,
It's
I hate to sound
everywhere.
like an old person, like,
It's
get
everywhere.
off my lawn type of person, but I'm going to say, like,
bad.
that's going to be the
No.
disintegration of the marriage and the family because it's so easy for people
Yeah.
to just not even leave their house. You used to have like a plan if you wanted to cheat. You know, you needed to go and meet someone and like go to a bar. Now you can sit in your chair and set up a meeting and say, hey, I'm going to Wawa. Want to go get some milk? You ain't getting milk.
and men
Right.
are going, "I love this world," and women. And women are like this. I'm getting it on.
It's so easy, and it's
Marvin
literally
Gaye, let's get it on, right?
Right. It's
Let's get it on. So Marvin Gaye. And all right, so we're not judging. We're not judging anyone. We're just saying that.
Pardon me.
This.
I'm doing a little judging.
Listen.
Just say it.
I don't. I want none of that either. But it's so happening out there. But I have to give credit to the people who like meet someone and like listen. I would love to like be with you.
Yeah.
But I am married. I'm going to be divorced.
That's happened to me
I'm
too.
going to be divorced in 4 years, and I would love to meet up with you. So you got to give credit to people who actually come up with the truth. It's those dark
I
and
love
deadly
that when you
ones.
say come up with the truth.
Come up with the truth.
That's really nice. That's a nice way to say it. Come up with the truth.
Just come up with it.
Just come up with it.
Just do it.
Be truthful.
You know, and I've said
Speak
this
your truth.
over and over, and if you've read my blogs, I say just say the truth.
Yeah.
Just be honest. And I got to tell you, like the few guys that in my life I've met that are like, hey, you should hang out. And I'm like, are you married? Oh yeah. I'm not happy. Blah blah blah.
Oh,
and I'm like,
she
listen,
doesn't touch
I'll
me.
see you. I'll see you in a century. But they're honest and they're very much, you know, hey, totally like dig like everything about you, but I've got to figure. I have to get the kids into college and figure this out. And then they say, I love my wife, but I'm not in love with her. Or the women say the same thing.
Run.
The women say the same thing.
Run.
My husband is a narcissistic, you know, and
I ain't saying nothing about that.
me neither. Mom's the word. But this is what life is, and people stay in marriages for the kids. And you know what? I get that.
Well, that's been happening since there was cavemen.
Totally.
You know,
I mean, my parents did. Everybody did it, and I
It's
think
nothing new that people do that. But
yeah, it's nothing new. Here's the thing. This is my absolute take on it. This is a tip and an absolute tip for everybody. Getting divorced sucks. There's no doubt. And the money you pay out, the stress, your unsurety or surety of what you want to do, yeah, your mind is going 24/7.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I do not want to bring up, and this is what I've heard from so many people. You don't want to bring your children up, so in a relationship, a marriage, where you see the parents not loving and caring. Because then they'll grow up saying, oh yeah, I'm going to date that person, and it doesn't matter if we love or we care or anything, this is what my parents did, so I'm just going to do it. We all want our children to understand like relationships, love,
Affection.
commitment,
Yeah.
affection. And if you don't have that in your marriage, it's only going to be a learned environment for our children.
Yeah.
To say, all right, this is how it is. This is how it's acceptable, and it is not acceptable. Because who doesn't want to be loved?
And I think it's more that-
I want to be loved by you. That was Marilyn Monroe, right?
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
And I think it's even more damaging to be in
Totally.
a slow motion train wreck like that.
Yeah.
It's more damaging than an abrupt divorce and like adjustment. Like, okay, hey, guess what? This isn't going
Right.
to work. You guys now go to this school and you're living in this house. It's almost better because like the shock, they handle it. Kids are so resilient.
Oh, they are.
They deal
I
with
think
so
of
many
any
things.
age. Any age.
And I think the slow
Yeah.
motion train wreck that people seem to accept and they think it's for the kids and all that, it's so much worse. And I didn't have that. I had it, you know, what I thought was a great marriage, good marriage. And, you know, mine was like, boom, over in one day. But my kids were older, so thank God they were. And I didn't have to deal with that. But I know a lot of people that have stayed, quote, for the kids. And to me, you know, I don't know. I feel like it's slow death, and it's
But what does it
really
do
hard
for
for
the
the kids. It gives them that mentality that it's acceptable
To not
live
have
in
a
a life
loving
where there's no
relationship.
love,
Yeah.
and they can feel that. They know that
Yeah.
there's no love, and there's no like. Like people can't even say good morning to each other. Like that's not a way to live.
Well,
It's
and there's no communication, there's no affection.
No.
And you know, everybody thinks, well, this is how my parents did it,
Oh my
this is
God.
how their parents did it.
Yeah, I
you know,
didn't have
and, you
that.
know,
My
break the
parents
mold.
were great. My parents were in
Well,
love.
yeah, there were, and that's awesome. Like you are so lucky to
I
have
am.
that. And you have a
So lucky.
sister who has equally an amazing
Oh, my sister has an
relationship.
amazing husband.
Yeah.
And, you know, my identical twin. She has an
Yeah.
amazing, great husband who's so funny and fun. And they have 4 kids, and it's just a great union. It's like great to see.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
We can't tell you what to do. We can only like tell you what we, you know, what we've heard, the research, and you know, there's something to be said about a divorce, and they call it nesting. And nesting is where you have everybody in the house, everyone, and the parents live in 2 separate rooms. And what they do is they carry
I hate
out.
that.
No, it's awesome. No. If you know you're divorced.
Oh, you mean if you're
Yeah.
transitioning?
You're
Okay.
transitioning. You know
Okay.
you're going to get
Mhm.
divorced. So you're in separate bedrooms. The kids are in their bedrooms.
Mhm.
And what you do is you start the custody. Like where,
Yeah.
oh,
I like that.
why is mommy going away? Oh, this is my time with you.
So
And
it
then when
eases
daddy
them into
goes
it.
away, oh,
Yeah.
where's daddy? This is my time with you. And so you do this for like a number of months. And actually, it's absolutely phenomenal. And I can say this personally because my daughter transitioned beautifully
Yeah.
through the entire process of like 8 months of going through that, where she got used to it. By the time we sat down, she was like, we're like, oh, so daddy's gonna have a house
That makes sense.
2 blocks away,
Yeah.
or 2 streets away, and then, you know, or wherever they are. And then it's like, oh, I have 2 houses, blah, 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 blah. But they're used to the coming and going. The worst thing that can happen is when a parent just like gone, like
Yeah.
in a day,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Younger kids. Kids who were out of the house, in
Yeah.
your situation, they were out of the house.
It
Then
still was traumatic.
It was
but
still traumatic.
That was the only way
But
it
they-
could happen for me.
Right. But they were grown-ups. They were in different places,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. Well, they weren't. They're 19 is not fully grown up, but
Well,
At
in our
college.
eyes.